JP's got the clap.
Yo.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Horace. Here with my boy JP, our executive producer, Jenna Powers, our official mascot of the PUDCAST, George, rocking his vintage Born to Expire tee.
Yeah. Art by Matt Driscoll.
This is the PUDCAST. You know what the fuck it is? That was Aleister Crowley, right? That weirdo guy.
Yep.
Yeah. And he was, I remember Matt.
Some kind of cult leader or some kind of mystic.
Yeah. I remember Matt was unhappy with the way the shirt turned out because you won't be able to see it on the video, but his lips
looked like a hot dog
looked
bun.
like a little hot dog bun.
Yeah.
It was supposed to look like lips,
I
actually.
think he looks like Curly from the Three Stooges.
Yeah, I see that.
Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev of the Cuban Missile Crisis fame, sort of. Slamming his shoe on the table at the UN. We will bury you. Remember that shit. So yeah, he'll be on the podcast just chilling. He might even chime in a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
We'll give him some White Claw, get him all turned.
Yeah, you got to get him a little lubed up. You know what I mean? Start saying some shit.
We're on our White Claw kick. It's a part of our cool, sexy drinking campaign.
Yeah. See, we're not psycho trailer park drunks. We're cool, sexy drinkers.
Yeah.
So
this is a
cheers
sexy
to
drink.
that.
Cheers to that. Oh, and I wanted to say another facet to our cool, sexy drinking is the Wegman seltzer. We stay drinking it. And
stay hydrated.
To me, nothing's sexier than a man sucking on a store brand seltzer. Straight from the can.
Put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up. And of course, we got to give a shout out to Rick and Morty because that's where the cool, sexy drinking reference comes from. New season, new episode out tonight.
Nice.
So I want to give shout outs to them.
Still haven't seen that ever.
I want to see it bad. I've seen clips that he sent me and it's really funny.
Their fan base, I will admit, are a bunch of incel, neckbeard, fedora wearing,
Hot Topic shopping
virgins. But
they love Spencer Gifts.
Yeah. Yes. But the show is fucking amazing. So I urge everyone to watch it.
Yeah, if you're a Family Guy person or any of those suspect shows.
X out of this right now. Don't even listen. We don't want you as a fan.
Good point.
We don't want you as a fan.
And never watch again.
We don't make this for you.
I'm pretty sure Jared Quinn's into Rick and Morty.
Good.
I like Jared Quinn even more now.
Yeah. I was talking about having Jar Jar on. That'd be cool.
I like that name. I never thought of that.
We call him Uncle Jar Jar.
Jar Jar Binks. Reach out. Be on the podcast. I mean, we could talk to him about like gaming and
I asked him, he wants to
like that.
talk about, what does he call it? Esports?
Oh yeah.
However you gotta phrase it there, buddy.
So he's like into that shit?
Yeah, he's heavily into Counter-Strike. He's like,
so he gets paid?
No, I don't think so.
But he's aspiring to get paid.
He's aspiring to get paid. He's on some clan or crew or team or whatever they call it.
Hopefully
these
he's
days.
not in the clan. I mean, that would be fucked up. You would be disinvited.
Yes.
You don't fuck with the clan. Except for the Wu-Tang clan.
Right.
But like the e-gaming stuff, like, you know, it goes back to that question, like, what is a sport? Like, it takes skill to do that, you know?
Practice.
Like something like chess or whatever. Like, those are like, I would consider them to be an athlete. Any game of skill. Well, yeah. I mean, just because they don't work out or anything. I mean, you see a lot of baseball players that are like fat slobs.
Exactly.
You know,
That's
you see
the
a lot
most
of
slovenly sport.
Yeah, you see a lot of offensive linemen in football that are fat slobs.
Just pigs.
What was that golfer that like smoked cigs on the course? John Daly.
Yeah, he was a drunk too.
He was a pure drunk.
He had a mullet back in the day.
Scum.
Slovenly, rotund scum. Tearing up the links. Yeah, he had a mullet back in the day.
He was tearing up the sausage links too.
Oh, for sure. He never missed a meal, folks.
So it's like, you know, like the e-gaming crowd, you know, like we support you, I guess.
I've heard that when they they broadcast esports in Japan, it gets more views than like big shows in America do.
I believe it. I just, and like to go esports, I don't like that name. Just say like I'm a pro gamer or something. Like what's
Video
wrong
gamer.
with that?
Yeah, you don't need to bring it down to the sports level. It's its own thing, and it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm down with it. I'm not
Well, it's like,
gamer myself,
We
really,
need,
but
like people need to have like a euphemism for everything now. You know,
Right.
like to soften it. You know, like I'm not a janitor. I'm a waste management technician, or
right.
I don't work on a foundry. I'm a steel technology provider.
Well, they did that at work. It used to be like scale house clerk for like people out in the clerk or the scale house, and now it's like logistics administrator. It's like motherfucker,
Fuck out of here.
You're
I'm a
fucking scale
physical
house.
education instructor. Oh, you're a gym coach.
teacher.
You're a
Yeah.
gym coach.
Mhm.
Okay, coach.
Let's play dodgeball, coach.
Yeah.
You're
Roll
not.
out the balls, sit in your chair, pick the two jocks, have them pick teams. Let's pick on the nerds.
Yeah.
Let's do it. That's what
That's
gym
cool.
class is all about.
You corner that nerd and you pummel that nerd with dodgeballs. It's cool.
That's right. You hit him with the Hummel pummel.
I miss Hummel.
Speaking of Big Hump, did you guys see his latest antics?
Did I ever?
Fucking hilarious.
Jake was wondering where he was when he was filming that.
He was definitely outside somewhere making a scene.
So a little background story for y'all. Big Hump is a great impersonation of Harley Flanagan from the Cro-Mags. And he used to have us dying as kids. Just, oh, won't you see the sands? Like, we'd be dying. And then
Best era of Cro-Mags.
I was listening to the Mags the other day, and that song popped up. So, of course, I had to send it to Will. And I was like, yo, take a fucking video of yourself doing it because I need to laugh.
Hell yeah.
And, like, of course, he took forever. He was busy doing something.
Right.
And
Pulling his pud, probably.
but I think he was in public. Like
Definitely.
I think he just got off like the train or something.
Like, even like he lives in Queens. Like, where could he go to where he's not like 10 feet from another person?
Yeah, it's like
Like,
you
he
live
was
in the
definitely
most
making a scene.
diverse place on earth. Like it's
Yeah.
been proven. Like, and so you're singing Harley Flanagan in the street. Like you're probably like the 10th most insane guy out there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really hold like a candle to like the weirdos they got down there.
If he went on any subway and did that, it would be like a breath of fresh air for
You
those
might
people.
even get like a few coins.
Yeah, I'd pay him. I'd throw him a nickel or two.
You know.
I miss Will. I was thinking I'd throw him a few bucks if he wants to come up and do the podcast.
We'll pay for your.
I'll
Bus
pay for
ticket.
transportation.
We'll pay for a one-way megabus ticket.
Yeah.
Like
Upper deck.
yeah, like the like strap you up on the roof of the bus.
Right. On call or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he has to wait around for a while.
Yeah, like
Real
you might not
cheap.
even get it. Like show up at the bus station at like 6 a.m.
I will
Maybe you'll
100%
get on
pay
the
for
bus
that.
by 10 p.m. But we'll pay for it.
That would be awesome.
So you're always welcome. Have you guys been to the Route 20 Grill?
Haven't been
Shout
there
outs to
yet.
them down the road from this undisclosed location.
Mm-hmm.
I went there last night with the Sands fam, and we pigged out. And
You get the itis,
oh yeah, I did.
mud butt.
I didn't get the mud butt, but I'm a big fan of their Road Rage smoked wings.
Ooh.
They're the spiciest wings they got, and they must make that sauce to taste because the one I had last night was like the spiciest I've ever had.
No shit.
My BM was normal, but there was a little like singe to it, you know.
Little after singe too. on the
Yeah,
deal.
it kind of like burned a little bit coming out, but it was a normal BM.
It wasn't.
I don't know.
didn't
I
have
have
extra
like
force
an
behind
iron
it.
gut, I think.
That's awesome.
I don't know. It's weird.
I'm a freaking Metamucil pounding fool these days.
Really? See, but
Gotta get it in.
but you got to get your fiber from like real foods though. Like you can rely on that, but you got to eat like bran and veggies
Berries.
and stuff.
Granola.
Probiotic yogi, which I just re-upped from. You guys heard of Wake Robin Farms
Mhm.
Yeah.
in Jordan? They got a booth next to my pops and Owens Orchards at the Syracuse Regional Market, which is now popping off on Saturdays. So
Is that year round?
it's year round, but my dad's not there till like now until the spring. So there's no reason to go there.
For sure. Don't
But
fucking go there.
there's nothing else there. There's just Horseshoe
Nothing
Farm.
to see here.
But I got the Connect with the Wig Robin Yogi. So I just copped 2 tubs. I got maple and
You got
Van.
the plug on that.
So I got the plug. But I mean, you can go to their store. It's in East Bumfuck, Jordan, I
Nice.
think. Like I've been there before, but it's just nice to just have like the hookup, you know. So
They probably sell it at that little store across from
Ballywick.
Tessie.
They might.
It's close by.
Speaking of which, our guest from last week, Tim Stiniford, sent me. He slid into my DMs.
Yo.
He was at Ballywick today, and they have the Horsford Farms corn there, so it was confirmed.
That's
He
hot.
mentioned it. So shout outs to Ballywick. They support local farmers. So
Shout outs to Tim for recognizing and coming on. That was awesome.
He'd come back because we just scratched the surface. Like, and then he dropped that bomb where he was like a b-boy,
Right.
break dancer.
So I told him, like,
Like,
stop.
that's a whole 2 hours.
I'm like, stop right there.
yeah.
Next time, let's start from the beginning up to the b-boy period. No hardcore.
Yeah, it's going to be a strictly hip hop
I'm
show.
gonna do my homework for that one for sure.
But I think we could have got more into the Hungry Charlie's stories,
Yeah,
you know. But,
for sure.
you know, that's why we got plenty of pud pulls left in us.
Yeah.
Like, we got like a ton of nut. So,
I got a
it's all
bunch of
saved
nut
up.
built up, and
So,
we pull it once a week. So that tells you something.
yeah.
There's a lot.
You want to build it up in that fucking week.
Couple of Peter Norths over here.
Just throwing ropes.
But I did some homework from him. I listened to Filth. They're fucking awesome. Definitely makes you want to skateboard. Definitely
Okay.
like some sick
Shave
hardcore.
your sides of your head and grow out a mohawk.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good time. Listen to that today. Under Brian Buskey's recommendation, I checked out the full Dehumanizer album by Black Sabbath.
How does that shit rip?
That rips pretty hard. I mean, I'm an Ozzy guy, but that rips hard. I fuck with it.
Nice. And I see you were listening to some Steely Dan, my
Mhm.
shit. So you got a record? You got a Steely Dan record?
No, I was YouTubing it.
Oh, okay.
But my question to you is, did they only write hits or what?
I'm telling you, it's banger after banger.
I even wrote down. I was at work and I was listening to it. Dr. Wu,
Ooh,
fucking
are you
slamming.
with me, Dr. Wu? Are you really just a shadow of the man that I once knew? Are you crazy? Are you high? Or just an ordinary guy? That song's about heroin.
That did you figure that out from listening to him, or did you read the lyrics? And
I had to look
learn
it up because their
Okay.
lyrics, they're known as like they have
Cryptic.
these cryptic lyrics, and it's always not always, but it's usually about like something that actually happened to them. So it would be like if we wrote a song about some funny story that happened in our life with all the inside jokes and shit. But yeah, that song's about doing heroin.
No shit.
Yeah.
And then I remember you telling me that Kid Charlemagne was about a guy selling acid or just doing acid.
It was about a guy selling acid in San Francisco in the late 60s. It's based on a real guy.
That song.
You wouldn't
Kind-
even think.
Well, it's hard to listen to it because I'm so used to the Kanye version,
Yeah.
and you're like, holy fuck, this shit is like, this is amazing. I love that song.
Yeah, it's banging. I mean, they got songs that you wouldn't even know were like a Steely Dan song. Like,
So many.
yeah, you go back, Jack, do it again. Like, how many times have you heard that on the wall? And you're just like, okay, whatever.
That was my next point,
You know?
dude. I'm like, I realize I've always liked them because there's so many songs I had no idea that it was them.
Yeah.
But 2 more songs that I really fucking like. Probably the most was My Old School. That's
my second favorite Dan track.
What's your first favorite? Because I
want to talk about my old school first, and that's also about drugs.
Jesus Christ.
Walter Becker and Donald Fagen, the brains behind the whole thing. They went to Bard College, the very prestigious college on the East Coast, and it was about one of their girlfriends. Like, they were all involved in drugs. I think it was just weed at that time. I don't think it was anything hard. It might have been, but she basically got like pinched by the cops, and she fucking snitched them out.
Jesus Christ.
Which is why I'll never going back to my old school.
That song's really fucking good.
California tumbles into the sea. That'll be the day I go back to Ithaca. I did a little spin on that.
Don't mind me, George.
But what's your favorite ones? It might be mine too.
I don't know if this is my favorite, but I wrote a little fire symbol next to it. Haitian Divorce.
It's good. I don't really know that very well. It's on the Royal Scam.
Yeah, and the Fez song is good too.
Can never do it without the Fez song. I want to be your holy man. Did you listen to the Asia album? That's their best record. Hands down, it's perfect. And I don't normally say that about a lot of records.
I'm gonna say something. Please don't be mad. I didn't like the title track. A little too soft. Made my dick soft.
Oh.
I didn't like
so it'd be the second track, but it was titled Asia.
Yeah. It made
you didn't like the drum solo at the end? It's fucking rips. Wayne Shorter's saxophone solo. You didn't
I didn't really get my dick hard.
So
but I mean I need more time with it, you know? Well, I'm not writing it off.
That album, of course, you got Black Cow.
Yeah, that was
also about
fire.
Drugs.
That was really good.
And a Black Cow is a root beer float. Peg.
Yes.
That's another thing I like about them is because they'll have like these sick little riffs and they'll just play it once. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like they won't play it again.
You're like, damn, I need to hear that.
Like
again.
the opening of Black Cow. Like that could be the whole song, that beat, but it's only for like 5 seconds.
That's the beat that we played in a previous podcast.
Tariq and Peter Gunn sampled it.
They knew.
Yeah, and De La Soul sampled Peg. And also, Black Cow was sampled by MF Doom for the song Gas Draws off the Operation Doomsday record. From the corner of my eye, I saw you at Rudy's. You were very high. It's on that song.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering if MF Doom fucking sampled them.
Yeah.
Because I thought when I first heard that Lord Tariq song, I'm like, oh, that's MF Doom. Did they do that one too? Did he do that one too?
Well, that was, they both sampled different parts of the same song.
Okay, then maybe that's why.
They both sampled Black Cow, but it was different parts of it.
Maybe that's why
but
it sounds so familiar.
Steely Dan track, Deacon Blues, which is off that record.
Okay, I see. I was just doing the greatest hits.
Yeah, it's about.
Please forgive me.
It's sort of a deep cut. I don't know. I think it might be a famous one, but it's my personal favorite. From what I get, I don't think I looked it up or anything, but it's about just Donald Fagen, just like a fantasy of like being like a saxophone player and playing the blues and, you know, drink scotch whiskey all night long and die behind the wheel.
It's hard.
You know, they got a name for the winners in the world. I want a name when I lose. They call Alabama the Crimson Tide. Call me Horsey Blues.
I know what song you're doing on karaoke.
Oh, dude. Have you ever done that?
No.
Karaoke?
No.
Dude, so much fun. I am the karaoke champion.
There's a karaoke bar in Ithaca.
Well...
That place in Syracuse?
Well, no.
Singers?
See, yeah, we went there one time, but me and Will, we couldn't get our songs in because there were so many people in line. But this summer, Sacred Reg was in town with his squad at the lake, and we went.
And they had a karaoke machine.
And they had a karaoke machine. And because I forgot, I didn't lie to them, but I remember one time me and Nick Sanzota in high school, this girl in Weedsport that we were all friends with had a karaoke video game for like PlayStation 2, and me and Nick Sanzota did sing on that one. So I guess I have done it like before.
Okay.
But like Reggie and all his friends are like, yeah, we're fucking karaoke, yeah, we're fucking pretty good. I'm like, okay.
How do you be good at karaoke?
I'm like, okay, Brian.
Yeah, exactly,
And
Brian.
so they're kind of doing their and like I'm like, okay, like they're all right, you know. And
Can I stop you for a second?
Yeah.
How do you be good at karaoke?
You can be good at karaoke.
You can be good at karaoke.
Where
What does
you
good
like-
being good at karaoke mean? Being a good singer?
Like it could be that.
Singing,
it could be
stage
the
presence.
performance, like knowing all the words. If it's like a sick rap song or whatever.
But doesn't the words come up on the screen?
Yeah, but
I don't think with that.
with that one it did. They had a little app on their phone where it did, but some of them don't. But it's just like
Jesus, I definitely couldn't do it.
for
then.
like certain songs, like you can see the lyrics coming up, but you're like,
Unless you know the song, you
got,
don't
like,
know
people,
the
like,
cadence to it.
watching you. You know what I mean? So like they were good, but then I come up there, and I was inspired by my kid brother Melvin. Because they did it when he was in high school. They did some kind of show thing, and him and his buddies, they sang "I'm hooked on a feeling," and so that's the song I picked. And I was like rocking out, doing all the dance moves and stuff, and all his friends were like, "Yo, what up?" Like it was sick. Like I'm the karaoke champion. I challenge any of you motherfuckers. Come on,
I sang
let's do it right now.
Lightning
go.
Crashes.
Yeah. What
did you say?
I can feel it coming back again. Yeah, that was really fun. Like I did Kiss by Prince, Raspberry Beret by Prince, Dancing in the Dark, Bruce Springsteen, Fugees, Killing Me Softly. Like I did a bunch of songs.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know what song I'd do.
It was really fun.
Huh.
Especially after you have a few soda pops.
Couple sodies. That's cool.
There's a little karaoke bar in Ithaca. You can like rent rooms. It'd be a fun
I would
night.
like that too. Like I wouldn't be scared to do it in front of like a huge crowd or whatever, but like
Just getting a bunch of
getting
friends.
a bunch of friends and having a little room like this to do it.
Damn.
That'd be great. Friends, karaoke night. Let's do it.
I heard in like Filipino culture and like a lot of Filipino like people from the Philippines and like in America, they all have karaoke machines in their house. It's like a national thing. Like they all really love karaoke.
Yeah, I can't speak on that, but at my old job at an undisclosed location, I worked with a lot of Filipino women, and I can they love the women I worked with loved karaoke.
It's a thing, dude.
They loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And we went over to, they had like a get together at one of their houses, and we all sang karaoke and
No
ate,
shit.
Filipino food and stuff. Yeah, it was really fun.
That fucking rules.
Yeah, they did have the machine and shit.
I've heard there's like other machines, like karaoke is kind of like a brand. Is that true? There's like a different type of machine. Like
There could be. I don't really know much about the game, but I would venture to guess that like with the technology changing, you're probably just better off buying like a little scummy amp with a mic and just getting like because if you search YouTube, there's the karaoke versions of songs.
no shit.
So you could do that, have that on the screen, and then have someone, okay, can you go to search the lyrics for it and just pop it up on the other screen? So as long as you got the scummy speaker, you could do it.
I have a scummy speaker and we're holding two good mics.
We could have a karaoke
there's
party
a third
here.
mic off camera, so like we
Yeah.
could have like sick raps, like
Yeah,
do
'cause-
Wu-Tang and we'll all do a part.
Like if you put the laptop on a podium or something, like somewhere like off to the side where they could look at the lyrics, and you could have like the YouTube or someone's phone and just plug the song in, you could do it.
No
And I think that'd be the better way to do it because like the
Yeah.
machines are probably so outdated.
They're corny.
Yeah, and it's some like off-brand track.
Yeah, you
And
have to buy CDs for it and shit.
And I think it's kind of fun to like sing along to the actual song, too.
Right, you don't
But
want to
just
hear
like
the Kids Bop version.
Like turn up your mic just so you can overpower their voice. I think that's better because it's always some off-brand version of the song.
I think I like the sounds of this. I like the sounds.
No pun
of this.
intended.
Yeah, I'd like to be a part of it, but I don't think I could do a whole song. I don't think I'd like to do a whole song. Maybe I
Why
would.
not?
Maybe I would if I was in the moment. I think what turned me off to karaoke is when we went to that karaoke bar. I forgot who
Singers
I was
and
with.
Solvay.
Singers. There was like a dude like passionately singing a Creed song.
I remember that. So you must have went when me and Will went.
I feel like I went with you, Will, and maybe Jesse Butts. Yeah, I was definitely there then.
Yeah, because
I think that's funny.
I didn't like it.
I thought that was sick because I remember me and Will, we were so bombed, and like this dude gets up and he looked like Tom Quinn, her father.
Maybe it was him.
And he looked like he was about to cry. He's like, the song goes out to my son, and it was
with arms wide open.
With arms wide open. And he's like getting into it. And me and Will are standing up like, fuck yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. And he's just getting into it, like rocking out. Like, it was so funny and awesome.
I remember, we'll get back to karaoke, but I remember when we were kids, like I was probably like 13. Zach was probably like 12. That song was out and he used to go, butt cheeks wide open.
Who did Zach?
Zach's on. I still remember that to this day. I'm sure he probably does too. But yeah, karaoke, I'd do it, I think. I'd do it.
Yeah,
I'd
you
try.
should.
Yeah, I should. Cut
Why
loose.
not?
Why not?
Who cares? I mean,
Who cares?
if we get one of the little rooms, it's just your friends, and then if it's at a bar, it's like a bunch of drunk people you're never gonna see again.
What if I get scared?
Then we can have one of your friends come on and do it.
What's that Irish Kilpatrick's in Ithaca? They have a karaoke night.
That bar that's
It's
attached to the Holiday Inn?
It's
Kilpatrick's?
not attached to the
Yeah, it
holiday.
is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and it's not a bar. It's a public
Public
house.
house.
With a K. Public house.
Public these nuts.
Well, they had a
Lick
pretty
these balls, Capitan.
slamming karaoke night.
Really? I heard there's like an open mic comedy night down in Ithaca too. That'd be fun to go to. Check it out.
Yeah, that's something that I don't know if I could do.
I definitely couldn't. I would watch other
like
people.
Like a tight five, I couldn't do that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm not a comedian. I just like to fuck around
I think
with my
we
pugs.
are, but we're not stand-up comics. I think that's a different kind of art form.
Yeah.
We're
It's
not
a
like
lot of performance.
storytellers. Yeah, it's like a storytelling.
There's an art to it. Timing jokes and all that shit.
That's 90% of life. Timing.
Yeah. Don't let me bust.
So yeah, friends, eat karaoke night.
Yeah. I want to do
Let's
like a
fucking do it.
Friendsgiving. I know it's corny, but I want to do one.
Just don't call it that.
Yeah. And
Just-
it wouldn't be Thanksgiving food either.
Just say
party around
Thursday
Thanksgiving.
night drinking party.
Good idea.
Would you want to do it on Thanksgiving?
Could be.
I mean, we'll get done pretty early.
Yeah. Because I mean, I don't know how hard y'all want to party, but I mean, when it comes time to party, I'll party.
We
hard.
party hard.
Yeah.
WK.
So you might want to do it that Friday. I'm not sure though, but I think Thursday's the best because people are already out and about anyway, and they can just fucking we're leaving Grandma's house. Let's go over to Jake and Jenna's.
Even if you just pop by for a minute.
yeah,
Come on.
you don't even
home,
need to
boy.
bring food or anything.
Yeah.
Just Thursday night beer party.
Yeah, maybe if we plan something, we'll put out the word.
We can just take a bunch of leftovers from your parents and my dad's
Yeah, I don't know.
and feed people.
People probably get tired of Thanksgiving food. I know I do.
I'm not like food in general. Like I eat and stuff, but it's just like I don't like pig out much anymore. Like I pigged out last night at the Route 20 Grill, but I don't really like. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll have one plate and then I'm good. You know, I don't need to like gorge myself.
Right.
So
I plow
don't
some
know.
pie.
But I'm really down for this. Like this whole friends. I hate that word.
Yeah, me too. Forget I even said it.
Thursday night
How about Thanks Vegan?
Even worse.
with THANXXX.
Oh.
Vegan. We're gonna drink root beer and eat tofurkey. But it'll be a Thursday night drinking party. I don't even know who's gonna be home.
We should call it PUDFEST. We'll invite all former podcast guests.
I like that.
I mean, I have some pipe dreams in my head. Like I see Major Palooza going down the toilet, and I see PUDFEST taking over these city streets.
Yeah, because it's like, well, yeah, because Major Palooza, like that started off. That was just a drinking fest,
Right.
like tons of fights and just insanity. And now it's sort of like, you know, they donate money to charity and it's family friendly. Like they're still drinking, but it's not really like known for that anymore. But now
Right.
there's a void where it's like people want a savage
You need that scummy,
Wild.
savage fest.
drinking party.
PUDFEST.
Pudfest.
Hey, I'm just planting some seeds.
Oh, we'll be planting some seeds that day, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
That's hot.
The only thing that would worry me would be like the liability nowadays.
Yeah, I know. We'd have to like, yeah.
Have to put up like a waiver or something. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
We'll just have in the backyard to start.
Yeah.
Get a band. Maybe some skateboarding.
I mean,
Some
we got the
shit
hook
ton
up
of
with
White
your
Claws.
across the street neighbor. He could be able to hold off the cops and everything.
Right.
You know.
There's a ripper going down in my street. Leave him the fuck alone.
But your street's so narrow. I don't
Yeah.
like it. I hate it.
Same.
Why is it so narrow?
Don't
Probably the
know.
most narrow street in Auburn, except for Osborne Street.
A lot of idiot parkers that park on both sides when you're not supposed to. So
Yeah. Observe the fucking what the fuck's that
Alternate
called?
side parking.
Alternate side parking, folks.
yeah,
Because it's not just like people like me that need to drive their car through. It's like school buses, fire trucks, ambulances with people dying in them,
right.
snow plows.
Like you want that on your conscience for someone to croak in the back of an ambulance while your stupid
They
ass
should just
Ford
change
Taurus
the
is
law
parked.
that if like you're parked like that, a snowplow can just plow right into your car and just fuck it up.
I always think that too. How fun would that
That'd be
be?
so
to just
sick.
fucking ravage a car.
Yeah. Because people are fucking douchebags.
Yeah.
Or just have like one side of the street is always the parking side.
Yeah. And if there's snow,
Yeah.
there's
And-
snow.
And
Jenna needs
make
a
it
White
the
Claw.
opposite side of where this house is.
You don't get to get all the black cherries.
I mean, she can have my black cherry. It's all right.
She needs to mix it up. She's known for cherry picking flavors and then only leaving ones that I don't like.
No pun intended.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. You don't cherry pick with White Claws.
I'll leave you lime.
I drank a lime. I don't mind them.
I fuck with lime.
I like all the flavors,
Put the
but I like.
lime in the seltzy nut and drink it all up. So you're rocking the crowbar hoodie?
None fucking heavier. That's their
Literally.
slogan. Yeah.
Literally, too.
Yeah, Ben.
They've been playing Syracuse a lot, but I just haven't gone to see them.
I know.
So
Every time I see their flyer come up, I'm like, damn. I should just
we should
fucking
go.
go.
We never go.
I never go because it's always on like a Tuesday night when I'm working nights or
Yeah,
like
I work
if I'm
second
working.
shift, so
Like I wake up at fucking 4:40 in the morning, so it's like I should just bite the bullet and go see them, but
maybe one of these days.
yeah, if it's like a night like tonight where it's like my last night,
Like I said, I just don't like going out there.
hate
Fucking
it.
hassle.
Like I don't even know. I don't remember the last time I went to the Lost. Like I don't even know where I'd park. That would bother me all day.
Yeah, I think we parked.
I used to park across the street from that freaking bagel or
There's
that strip
I think
club.
we parked in that Asian food store parking lot. And we were like worried that we were gonna get towed.
I
Because
parked.
there's like an auto parts there's something. There was an abandoned gas station there now, and it's like I think it's like a Popeyes or something now.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's probably
It's
popping.
completely taken out. I forgot what it was. Some kind of fast food place.
Brewer's Bagels was across the
Yeah.
in the next street down. Was that on Erie?
Yeah, Erie
Brewers.
Boulevard.
Where is the Lost?
It's on Thompson Road.
Corner of Thompson and Erie
Is it
Boulevard.
attached to anything else?
No, it's next to the strip club.
Paradise Found?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember parking in a parking lot, but I don't know where it was.
Yeah.
It was probably the strip club parking lot, and you
Yeah.
probably could have gotten in trouble. But
Well,
Hell
I think
yeah.
I parked there
there's
a lot
literally
every time.
I don't know how they've gotten away with it for years. Maybe they just don't fuck with people. But there's literally been shows with hundreds of people, and there's no
Probably
parking there.
1,000 people.
Yeah, 1,000.
I think I always
place.
thought that the strip club parking lot was the Lost parking lot.
Yeah. Why didn't we ever go there? We should have went to the strip.
The strip club.
Yeah.
I've been there before.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
We I mean,
I went there with like
next time we go to a show at the Lost, we're going to the strip club. Before, then we're not going to go to the show.
I went to a
Can't buy
strip
merch.
club.
Sorry, I can't go to your show. I spent all my money at the strip club.
Yep.
And I got to go change my pants.
I went to one on my 18th birthday.
At the one in
Well, in Syracuse, but not that.
Lookers.
Yes. It was just kind of sad.
Said.
But we got into a car accident like on the way there, and we still went.
If you go to the strip club after a car accident,
Neither
Holy
rain,
fuck.
sleet, nor driving snow will keep Jenna from going to the strip club.
or anywhere if she wants to go bad enough.
It's true.
There's a strip club on the outskirts of Ithaca South, isn't there?
It's called Kuma's.
Kuma Charmers.
How do you spell it?
I think it's-
Kumas.
Yeah, Kumas.
Or
I remember
KUMA.
there was this kid in my high school that his mom gave him money to go to the school dance, but he was like older, so he drove down to Kuma's instead.
For all the real commas.
Go to Kuma. He definitely coomed in his pants. I'm sure of that.
I would just like to see the people that got working down there.
There
Yeah,
was an IC student that was pretty
Yeah, probably
fine
from-
that was working there.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because she was our neighbor.
What?
Not a friend of the neighbor who was always at the house.
Stripping through college. It's
Yeah.
a sad state of affairs we got. You know, you got to strip to get through college.
I think
I
she
always heard
just,
they were,
I don't
like,
think she really
toothless.
needed to. I
Thanks
think
a
she
lot,
just
Trump.
liked
I know,
it.
right? I always heard they were like toothless out there.
Well,
I
not
fuck with
this
that.
one.
Fuck with that.
Can
Gotta
gum
be
it.
zero teeth though.
No, I mean it's kind of cool to have like a tooth missing.
Yeah, I think
You know?
one tooth missing might make it worse.
Like sharp. Nah, I mean
Maybe the front's missing.
not like. I don't know. I kind of like flaws. I guess I don't know. Like I think. You
What
can
if there's
pull
like
it
a
off.
rotten ass tooth in the back?
I'm
that
not
smells
talking
like
about rotten
death?
tooth. I'm talking about like you could have like a tooth that gets like, you know, like you get hit or something and it just gets popped out.
Yeah, I don't think that's how they lose their teeth, Joe. What if her
I
teeth?
want to clarify it. Losing a tooth not from poor oral hygiene.
Or
Yeah.
from
Through an
meth.
accident. Or from
Oh
meth.
yeah, a
Through
missing
an accident.
If you get smashed in the face with something and you lose a tooth, like a hockey player, that's cool. But you can tell when they lose it the other way. What if their teeth looked like Christopher Lloyd and Dennis the Menace? Just a rotten brown freaking mass.
What you got there?
Apple.
That movie was scary.
That was fucking scary.
Jack looks like Dennis the Menace.
It tastes
Alright.
like paint
and
and wood. But yeah, we used to go to a strip club with Jeff Says and like the CCC crowd. Like, because we used to go up to this convention every year at the Turning Stone that was like for radio and TV shit. And then it was always like strip club on the way home.
Really?
Yep. And then even after I was done going to school there, I'd still go up there with those
I
guys.
think that would be funny to go there with them.
I've been to a strip club
Jeff
probably
Says.
3 times, and 3 out of those 3 times I was with Jeff Says.
Come on, players. He probably walks in there like, oh, Jeff.
You know, dude, he knows his way around the club. He does. They do flock to him.
I went to a strip club in San Francisco, and everyone just seemed like happy, like the dancers and the people there. And it was not like a sad
Yeah.
situation, and then Lookers, it was bleak. Like a bunch of like creepy pud pullers.
They were actually pulling their pud,
Pitching their little
they were
puds.
really like loose fitting sweatpants.
I think Jeff told me he wears sweatpants on purpose. He's pinching his pud. Hold on, player.
So, what was the scene like there? Like, how? Like, what were like the women like?
Like not really into it.
Hey, honey,
It
you want to dance?
You want to dance, on?
it just seemed like they were doing it because they like had to do it,
Oh, okay.
and it was just
Yeah,
yeah.
because it can be like, it's not always this like sad. It can be like an empowering thing, like you're in charge of your sexuality and all that
And
stuff,
that's
and you have what's the word? Agency. You know,
Right.
like you
Mhm.
can.
Oh,
you're,
yeah.
like strong and you know all that, but
I think it was just like a sad environment in general.
sad would not go there. Not my first choice.
I think the clientele is the key factor and all and
Yeah.
everything with that. If it's
Bunch of creepy
a bunch
old
of
dudes.
people that are just having a good time, and it's one thing, but if it's like guys that just sit there and just look like fucking degenerates, that really kills the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got like a dollar bill.
And they just pull out the one so creepy, like they put in the freaking
Like a credit card.
they put in their teeth.
Well, I remember talking to a lot of old timers at work. There was a couple not in Auburn, but around Auburn. There was a couple seedy strip joints. There was one in Elbridge.
Yeah, I've heard that because
Yeah.
Cayuga County's never had one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Cayuga, something to do with Cayuga County. You can't buy even hardcore porn in Cayuga County.
What about Family Video?
Nothing hardcore.
So they only have soft.
What was the one?
softcore?
Remember Video King?
Yeah.
There was like the porn section.
They had a porno section?
They had like
Oh.
a naughty video section.
Really? I don't remember that.
And Video King and Genesee Street.
Damn. What I also heard too about strip clubs is that the city of Auburn, they zoned them. Like the only place you could open up one is right by the dump.
Yo,
So they kind of like, it was kind of like, I don't like
they
it.
should have capitalized on
But
that.
it was like smart on their part. It's like they banned it without having to ban it. You know, like you can have a strip club, but it has to be next to the dump. You know,
Those guys don't give a fuck. They're in a seedy, nasty room, usually filled with cigarette smoke. I mean, it couldn't
Let's
be
open a
nowadays.
strip club by the dump.
let's do it.
It'd make a lot of money, I think.
I think it would.
Big dumpers.
Yes. That's going to be the name.
Yeah, big dumpers specialize in just
You need to edit this or
nice,
someone's
big,
going to steal
fat
the
dumpers.
idea.
I think, yeah. Hey, don't steal our idea.
Yeah.
Big dumpers.
That's a vocal copyright. Do not
Yeah.
fucking steal that.
And if we find out that you stole it, we'll fucking come find you on these streets.
Yeah.
You'll want to know what's going to happen.
Yeah. You don't want this shit. Yeah, that's pretty
You don't want
crazy.
this smoke.
Yeah, the smoke's coming for you. We got juggalo friends, okay? But yeah, nah, I never got into that scene, luckily.
Yeah,
Never fell into that trap.
wouldn't- I just think it'd be fun to go every once in a while. You know, not in like a weirdo, creepy way.
Yeah,
You know.
that's... You can tell when you walk into one of those places, like who's a regular, who's pinching their pot underneath the
First-timer.
table, first timers, fun group. The strippers flock to the fun group.
Yeah.
They do every time.
So what is like the protocol? Like, so you like go up and say, "May I please have a dance?" And then it's like $20, but then you keep throwing them ones during the dance.
No, every time I went to a strip club and I only got to dance one time and I did not pay for it, someone else paid for it for
How
me.
much? So how much is the dance?
I think it was $20.
Okay,
But that
but
it
you're
all
supposed
depends.
to tip as well.
You're supposed to tip, and it all depends. Like a $20 dance is like a song. A $40 dance is like 2 songs.
I think I just want like a minute or not. It's just that's just weird.
That's all you need.
I just need to get my
No, not like that. It's just weird. I think it's just. I don't know. Like, I'd want to go, but it's just like they're all up on you, and it's like, I don't know. Like,
From what I remember, you go, you sit by the bar, and you throw dollars or fives up on the thing.
5s or
And
10s.
then they kind of sense who wants it, and they're like, "Hey, like, do you want to dance?"
Like, oh, okay.
Oh,
And then they make their rounds, and they'll come up to you and ask you.
'Cause I think it would be different. Yeah, because I guess like the vibe would like have to be right. You know?
Yeah, it's not my scene. So like, I remember like, I won't say the name of the person who bought me the dance, but it wasn't Jeff.
Mitch Reynolds.
Yeah, Rusty Shackelford. Thank you. No, yeah. But yeah, they come around and ask if you want one, and then
Okay.
I got a dance for my birthday. My 18th birthday.
How was it?
they clapping cheeks right in your face.
No, she knew it was my first time. And
Gets easier every time. I hear.
I'm told.
but I don't know.
It's okay, honey.
Hey, don't worry, hon.
Do you have teeth?
Yeah.
Nice. You got a good one.
It's always a plus.
Mm-hmm. Or toothless is a plus, depending on what you're
but
into.
we don't mind if there's a couple of teeth missing.
Yeah, from injury, not oral hygiene.
Not from poor oral hygiene.
Yeah, when we run big dumpers, we'll have physicals, dental checks. We'll offer 401ks, insurance,
Very great.
living wage.
Yes.
I think it's cool to support sex workers.
Yeah.
Also, like people who sell their nudes individually instead of like YouPorn and all that.
Well, yeah, because you're supporting a real person who's not like
Being trafficked.
being
or,
trafficked.
Yeah.
Like if more people paid for brazzers, there'd be less people out there getting trafficked
Weird
and
shit.
put on like
Yeah.
cam sites and shit.
Yeah.
Or like just
Pay
people
for it.
who sell them themselves on like whatever. There's like sites where you
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
There shouldn't be any shame with that at all.
Like how many loads have you scrapped over the years for freaking
Yeah.
free porn?
And that might be even like for all the preverts out there, that might be like a sicker nut because it's like someone you know, or
Someone
it's
real.
like, oh, that's looks like someone I know, or blah blah blah. They have a sicker
Also,
nut.
it's like
Way sicker nut.
it's
Freaking
safer
ropes.
when people do it themselves.
Yeah.
It's like
Well, that shit should be legal anyway, and like out of the shadows, because I think that's where a lot of that comes from. Because if it's like against the law, then you're gonna get a seedy like organized
Underground.
crime kind of element to it, you know.
Fuck yeah.
And it'll be safer, you know, because in the states where it is legal, there's like laws, and people get tested, and
Yeah.
you know, it's good, and it's just, I don't know. As George Carlin once said, selling things is legal. Fucking is legal. So why can't you sell fucking?
That's brilliant, actually.
Yeah. He had a way with words. A lot of his comedy, I don't think really aged well, but he
No.
was a wordsmith.
Well, he used to do a special every year.
Oh, really?
That was his whole thing. He would do a new hour of comedy every year. So like, and I heard he used to be like on the road like 200 plus nights a year.
And he
working
kind of
on a
like
new
evolved.
hour.
He was like a Johnny Carson type comic with like a suit and everything. And then
Mhm.
he's like, I'm going to be controversial and have a ponytail.
Be the 7
Smoke
dirty
cigarettes.
words guy.
Yeah.
I know shit you never seen. You never seen a guy taking a shit while running at full speed.
Yeah, like I guess it's
I
cool.
like 'em.
It's sort of like watching like a clip of like the Boston Celtics from like the 50s, where it's
Right.
like you compare it to nowadays, like that sucks, but it's like they were building on the sport. So like he was building on the sport of comedy.
Right.
You know,
It's like the godfathers of comedy. Like aside from like Pryor, I think Pryor is mostly still really funny.
yeah,
But like Lenny Bruce, unwatchable.
yeah, because part of what he was trying to do, he was trying to push the envelope of like things that you could say back then, I guess, which is
He had a lot of restrictions against
yeah,
him.
he got censored, and I think he was like thrown in jail or whatever.
A bunch of times.
But it's just like, but
You couldn't swear in New York City on stage back in the
Yeah,
day
like,
without getting
but-
arrested.
Yeah, but to your point, it's like people now or people since then are like they're edgy for the sake of being edgy. You know what I mean? Which is kind of whack, but
Right.
whatever.
If you throw some edgy shit in there or some vulgar shit and you're smart about it, You can say some vulgar ass offensive shit, and if you're funny, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Anything can be made into a joke as long as you do it right.
Yeah.
But some people just don't do it right.
Right.
It's just not a funny joke.
Right.
So just make sure that shit's funny.
Pryor was funny way back in the day.
I know you're still big in like to the stand-up comic scene. I don't really know much, but like who do you fuck
Vaughn.
with?
Who do I fuck with currently? I love Theo Vaughn. Another
Kreischer.
favorite is Mark Normand.
Never heard of any of these guys.
Jim Norton. You've probably heard of Jim Norton. You've seen him on
Is
probably.
he on Crank Yankers?
Probably.
Is he like bald?
Yeah. Buzzcut.
I don't know. Maybe if I saw him.
I'll show you a
If
picture
our-
of him
If
after.
our EP could maybe bring up a pic of him. She forgot her phone.
My computer's dead. My laptop's dead.
What have you done to your phone?
Yeah. I'd like to go to some shows.
Bert
Tough to fit in.
Kreischer is.
Bert Kreischer's really funny.
Was
In
he?
between
Was he or?
alcoholic drinks, drink water.
Right. Just like that Crown Royal commercial. But I've never seen someone do that in the bar.
I think he did or is playing Syracuse or Buffalo.
Kreischer already played Syracuse.
He did.
It was back in
The
October.
machine, the party animal. I do stand up with my shirt off. I'm a fat guy.
I don't like that about him, but he is legitimately really funny.
Yeah.
I think.
I like it when he laughs at himself. He's got a good laugh.
He does.
Self-deprecating, which is always a good quality to have.
I love that. Some people aren't into the self-deprecating. I'm all about it.
I think that's most of my humor and what I think is funny.
How can you not?
I think Theo.
Seinfeld, Larry David, like that's all they do.
I think Theo Vaughn is my favorite.
He's probably
Yeah.
mine too.
Oh, wasn't he the guy? He was in the Real World
Yeah.
Challenge.
Yes.
Okay.
Like Southern
He's
accent.
fucking funny.
And he looks like
He's got a mullet right now.
a villain from a Disney Channel original movie.
He really does.
To go back to something we said on an earlier podcast, he looks like the head of the evil roller skating team from the movie Brink.
Oh my god, yeah.
They might be the same person.
What was their name?
X-Blades.
Oh yeah, X-Blades.
Team Puppet said.
Even when me and Luke were kids, we're like, what's wrong with being sponsored? Isn't that like the whole goal?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
sponsored people love skating too.
Yeah.
They're
Like,
just getting free skates.
yeah, it's like you got to find that perfect balance where it's like you're not like a puppet,
Right.
you know? It's sort of like Henry Rollins. I don't really fuck with him, but he said, and I don't even know how true this is, but it's a good quote. He said, selling out is making the record that you're told to make instead of making the record that you want to make.
That's dead on.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty spot on. So
Well,
it's like, don't sell your soul, but sell your likeness.
But if you're X-Blades, you're sponsored by a local rollerblade shop. You're not a fucking puppet. You're
Yeah.
getting a free pair of rollerblades.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because it just shows the team Pup and Suds that they're like these like spoiled rich kids that don't need to worry about money.
Are we the
Yeah.
only people talking about that movie in 2019? I think we probably
We
are.
might not be.
Yeah, you're
because
probably
with
right.
Disney Plus, all those movies are on there.
They're
No way.
resurfacing, yeah.
Yeah, and as we all
Halloween
know,
Town.
yeah, and as we all know, our generation of wacky and zany millennials, they're all gonna be watching them.
Yeah, they love nostalgia, don't
Like,
they?
that shit sucked. Like if we go back and watch that, like Xenon, the sequel, like that would be unwatchable.
I would only watch a Disney Channel movie when I was a kid if I'd seen the episode of Pete and Pete for like the 10th time.
Yeah.
You know?
There was one, at least I remember as a kid, it was legitimately scary. It was Don't Look Under the Bed
I remember that one.
with the boogeyman. That was legitimately scary as a kid, but I don't know if it'd be scary now.
Could be.
It might be scary.
We should watch it next Halloween.
But yeah, do you have Disney Plus?
No.
It's only $7 a month.
Yeah, but we already have
We're
so
starting
many
to stack up the services, man.
What do you got?
We got YouTube TV.
What?
We've got Netflix.
Damn, son.
and we've got Prime, and we've got
Walk with your boy.
Real Trap.
We have Brianna's Hulu and
And
They make this look easy.
HBO. She has HBO
Holy
too.
fuck. You guys might as well get a Rectum cable fucking.
Well, we only
price.
pay. Prime's not bad because it's $100 one time. We use Amazon a lot, so it works out. Netflix creeps up $1, I swear, every other month. And then
I got rid of my net dicks.
YouTube TV I only pay for during football season.
RedTube
And then
TV.
I get rid of it.
So you're what they call cord cutters.
Yeah, I guess.
I cut a cord every morning, if you know what I mean, in the toilet.
I pushed out about a 2-foot rope yesterday.
A Rectum cable.
Lame cable. But yeah, I see one of the perks to getting Disney Plus is like that show, The Mandalorian, which I want to get your opinion on.
Boba Fett.
I don't know. Where
it
do you
Boba
stand
Fett?
with Star Wars?
I just don't care.
Thank you.
Yeah. I know a lot of our friends love Star Wars, and
I
they're
never
gonna,
was a
come
Star
at
Wars
us.
kid.
I just don't think it's that good.
I like the original, like the old Star Wars, but I also like Adam Driver. So
I don't like him. Did you ever watch the show
Girls?
Girls? He was a
Yeah.
douche. That show sucks. Fuck that show. But I don't know.
I
I used to like that show, but that Lena girl
Is a creep.
Dunham, she's a pedophile creep weirdo, and she says a lot of fucked up, stupid.
The shit
Shit.
between her and Odell Beckham Jr. was the final straw for me.
Yeah.
And she was already on her last leg.
And she
with me.
said something like she cares more about dogs than like starving people in third world. You drink up, buddy. Than starving people in third world countries, and it's she just sucks. But anyway, I'm sorry.
She does suck.
Adam Driver, huh? So like, and this is what I don't get. So like the new Star Wars, it's like essentially like the same plot as the original trilogy, but just with a more diverse cast.
Yeah, I can't even speak on that because I don't pay attention.
Which I love diversity. I think is great. But let's tell different stories. Let's tell stories from the perspective of people of color, you know, like tell their stories. Like why tell the same story, but it's more diverse this time. Like why not
it's
just
diverse with with nothing backing it up. It's like it's the same movie could be played by anybody.
Yeah.
But it's diverse.
So just
cast.
let
Good for
Jordan
you, but
Peele or Barry Jenkins or Ava DuVernay make more movies. You know, instead of just let's make Star Wars again.
Yeah, I think Star Wars is. We'll probably lose viewers on this, but I think Star Wars is fucking whack.
Yeah, I'm just.
I'll
not
watch
into
it. I'll watch it.
And I'll watch it when it comes out. I'll see it on somewhere, or somebody will rent it, and I'll go and watch it. But it's just I don't think it's that good.
It's a lot better than some of the other movies that Jack watches at home. So like, we bought them for him,
I'm down.
and he loves them.
You're down with Star Wars?
I mean, from the perspective of like Star Wars versus the other things that Jack likes to watch,
like what?
Power Rangers or like
Go Power Rangers!
There's like 10 different fucking versions of that show.
Yeah.
we just got him in. Well, Jake just got him into the Brady Bunch, and it's pretty awesome.
Because we just liked watching old shows when I was a kid.
Yeah, I would used to watch the Monsters,
Monsters.
Happy Days. I Love Lucy.
Gilligan's Island.
I Dream of
fuck
Jeannie,
That was a great show.
I Dream of Jeannie.
Bewitched.
Bewitched.
I'd never really got into
But I
Bewitched.
prefer Bewitched
Me too.
because I Dream of Jeannie. She was more like she just did whatever the guy said.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of creepy after a while.
But where Bewitched, she would fuck with like the husband and stuff, and like I thought that was like I like women like that. I don't like women that'll just do whatever I say.
yeah,
You
it
know,
got
she'll do a
annoying.
little nose twitch.
And the guy was very uninterested in Jeannie.
Oh yeah, but she like, she wanted to slam.
Slam. She wanted to get him in that little thing and slam him, but I don't think he ever did. From what I remember.
He's fucking up.
I don't know. I mean, she was a babe, but I'm just saying, I prefer the bewitched lady, whatever her name was.
Right.
Do you
Was her
remember
name on the show Samantha? I think
I can be EP on this.
Yeah. So I fuck with that show. And that was like back then, that was probably like a groundbreaking thing to have like an assertive woman out there that's like fucking with the man, So I think that's cool. But to go back to Star Wars, Kylo Ren, like he's such a whack villain.
Yeah, he's like a pussy version of Darth Vader.
Yeah, and it's like you wear that helmet, but like you don't need to wear the helmet. Like, why do you need to wear the helmet? You don't like Darth Vader had to wear that helmet because he would have died if he didn't have the helmet. But you're just like some punk ass kid who hates his mom and dad for no reason.
Some old guy at work told me he's the millennial Darth Vader.
Yeah,
he's
fuck you, mom and dad.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Then maybe that's what George Lucas is trying to say, like, fuck you millennials, and you're going to fucking buy this.
Right.
It could be.
Does he have anything to do with that franchise anymore?
I think he just, like, slaps his name on it.
Right.
Yeah.
No sort of producing
because he
credits.
had complete creative control over the prequels, and they were awful. Because you surround yourself with people that aren't going to say no to you. So it's just you get everything.
They're unfucking watchable. Jack loves...
He's a Jar Jar Binks.
Pod racing. Freaking lame. Jack loves Revenge of the Sith.
I don't even think I've seen it.
That's the one with... Oh, what the fuck's his name? He's got like 4 lightsabers on him. Darth Grievous. General Grievous.
Is that like he's like a robot?
Yeah, he's like a cyborg, like robot.
I don't get... How can but he's like a Sith?
Yeah.
But how can you be like... So he's like a sentient... robot?
Yeah, because he's like a cyborg.
Oh, so he's part human?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
Count
never
Dooku.
I never was a Star Wars kid as a kid. Luke wasn't either, and I just don't get it.
I never liked Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter or Star Wars or any of that shit.
I toyed with Lord of the Rings. I wanted to like it. A lot of my friends liked it.
It's like
It was boring. We saw Return of the King in theaters. It was 4 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah, that won Best Picture back then. Like, what the fuck? Like, I was too busy. I was watching Belly, Juice, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society. Like, I fuck with that shit. Like,
at that time, when Lord of the Rings was out, I don't know what I was watching. CKY, 2K. Fucking just whatever comedy movie was out. I was into comedies.
Yeah.
I'd watch old movies on TV. I don't know. I'm not into that. I'm not even really into like fantasy or like Game of Thrones. What's the era? Like medieval shit? I don't even know.
I think it'd be like fantasy.
But
I don't even know because you can get into that and it's like skull and sword and blah blah blah. Hard science. Like it's like
right.
Because I guess like the Martian with Matt Damon, that's like hard sci. It's like science fiction, but it's like only,
aliens and fucking
it's like
spaceships.
It's only like hard sci. I guess it's like the science has to be right about it. Like everything in the Martian is scientifically plausible.
Holy fuck! I never knew about that.
And I think that's what hard sci means. But like you can have science fiction that's like Event Horizon, Alien. It's like it takes place in like a distant future or whatever. But I guess like The Martian, it's like that guy who wrote it's like a scientist or something. So
I wouldn't be into that.
Yeah.
Maybe I would.
You've never seen The Martian?
No.
Yeah, because like a big part of it is like farming and like he's like he like shits on the soil and like grows taters and stuff.
Shit taters.
Yeah.
Nasty.
So it's like
I don't want nothing to do with that.
I could be wrong, but I think that's what like hard sci is. Like it's like hard science fiction. Like it's rooted in physics and But like Star Wars would be like high fantasy or high science fiction where it's just crazy. Oh, it's the Force and flux capacitor and fucking.
So what's like Lord of the Rings considered?
I don't know. I guess fantasy, like medieval,
just...
but it's not because it's like Middle Earth. It's like, what is that? It's like in the core of the earth or something.
Yeah, dude. I don't
I
know.
don't know what that means.
I don't know if I'm just too
I think
stupid
it was
to
supposed
get
to be a
it.
huge metaphor for World War II. That's always what I was told, but I don't know if it's true. That whole story.
Damn, I'd have to look into that. It's like The Shining and the fucking all those theories behind it.
Yeah.
The Native American Indians, the genocide of the Native Americans.
Yeah, that's many people are saying that's what it's really about, because they mention how when they built it, it was on like a burial ground, and then when Jack Torrance is in the pantry, there's the
that Calumet fucking baking powder.
yeah, and then when Dick Halloran unfortunately dies, the blood is like spilling onto like a Native American thing on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot what other, and just everything about the hotel is fucking Navajo Indian.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Shit's cool. I love that movie.
Dr. Sleep didn't really do too well in the theaters.
Really?
It's a box office bomb.
Was it panned or was it just a bomb?
I think reviews were mixed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd still like
I
to
like
see
to
it.
make my own reviews.
Yeah, so would I. I'm just worried that, like, damn, like, that seemed like a real movie.
I know.
You know? But,
Other than like the TV series, like no one's touched that.
yeah. I think a lot of it, too, is just hype. Like, people's dicks get hard over dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, they know how to, like, for certain movie franchises like Star Wars, like, they know how to, like, get people just hyped up about it. So, I don't know. But, like, The Mandalorian, I think that's Boba Fett. I mean,
Okay.
it looks like him.
I think that's what they're considering.
But then I saw something
Mandalorians.
online, and I guess on that show, Baby Yoda is on there, but Yoda was like 1,000,000 years old.
Yeah,
So
Yoda, doesn't he like live forever or something?
Enjoy, buddy. I don't know, and then nobody ever dies on that thing anyway, because they'll come back as like a ghost and be like, "Yeah, Ray, you did a good job."
I just don't fuck
Didn't
with
like
it.
Luke Skywalker like help her? Like he died, but like he helped her. His like ghost helped her or some shit.
I don't know,
remember.
but like, I remember like they found Luke and he was on some weird ass island and
He was like milking that weird animal.
he was milking some weird alien and drinking the milk and it was disgusting. He had
It's
like
hot.
blue milk in his beard.
Hot.
It was pretty hot.
Ray is hot, I think.
I don't fuck with that movie.
Laura Dern is in that too. She's smoking.
That's the one with the purple hair.
I don't
Pink
remember.
hair.
She's Laura Dern.
Hmm.
She was like the captain of one of the ships,
Yeah.
right? She's
Yeah.
like older lady.
She was in that show I was into, that Big Little Lies.
Big Little
HBO.
Lies. I think she's on the new Twin Peaks too.
Yeah.
She's in Blue Velvet, the movie.
Oh shit.
Jurassic Park.
Speaking of Twin Peaks, Matt just texted me a few minutes ago. What do you say? I'm moving to Seattle after the wedding. I got a permanent senior firefighter position in the small town from Twin Peaks. Fucking
Congrats.
crazy. Yeah, congrats.
Way to go, young blood. Way to go. Getting paid. See if he wants to FaceTime live on the podcast. It'll be a
There's-
podcast exclusive.
That'd be funny
Just
as
try
fuck.
it. Just try it. Just try it. We'll see what happens. Try
Okay.
it. We're gonna try to FaceTime with Matt Driscoll.
What should I put him up to the camera?
Yeah, sure.
Will you hold it up to the camera if he answers?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on the podcast. And they always say congratulations. You're on some vacation. Becoming firefighters.
Look at my screen. I see a screen and another screen.
Hold it up higher, Jenna.
Yeah.
You got to see where your camera is.
Jenna, is that Jenna?
Yeah, she's holding it. Can I see Matt? Oh, there he is. He's in the dark.
Sick. What's up, dude?
Yo, let me see Matt. We got your little monkey man here wearing your t-shirt you designed.
Wearing your shirt. Podcast exclusive. FaceTiming.
My old monkey. Well, shirt design looks like crap.
Yeah, it's got the burger lips or the whatever you called it.
The mouth is just like totally turned into a
Oh shit, your battery's about to die.
Excessive competitions.
I better let you go because I don't think anyone can hear you.
Wait, hold on.
It's all good.
There's a Nucor in West Seattle. Just saying.
What?
There's a Nucor.
Do it, dude. Go work at Newport in Seattle. There's tons of janitor jobs in Seattle, dude.
Yeah? There's tons of turlets to be scrubbed.
Turlets everywhere.
I can work at Starbucks.
Are you coming home for Christmas?
Nah, I got a baby on the way.
Come on back, boy.
Baby's in route, dude.
Cool, man.
Baby Drisk.
I'll talk to you later, though.
Okay.
Oh, we need
All right, bye.
details
All right, y'all. Peace.
for your one.
It's a podcast exclusive. Our boy Matt Driscoll just accepted a new job as a firefighter.
Yeah, he's fucking
Doing it big
chilling
out there in the West. His wife is expecting.
Yeah. Can't wait to go to his
I know
wedding.
they're not officially married yet, but they might as well be husband and wife.
Right?
You know, that's my new thing. Just, I don't care if you're married or not. Like, that's your wife, that's your husband.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You know what's fucking crazy? You know, like, so diamonds are a fucked up industry, anyways.
Yeah. Diamonds are forever. Put your hands in the sky. Be sick of the lies. Diamonds from Sierra Leone.
But, like, I mean, the whole blood diamonds thing and the slavery and all that shit is incredibly fucked up.
Pud diamonds.
Exactly. I'll give you a PUD diamond.
That's right.
But, have you,
Do
do
you
you,
Diamond Dallas Page?
do you know about the De Beers Diamond Company and all the scummy shit they're involved with?
No.
They are like the original, one of like two original diamond companies, and then at one point they had like a monopoly on diamonds, and they created like false like demand for them, so they basically could name their own price, and apparently there's more diamonds than there is fucking random rocks you'd see in your driveway,
Really?
but they restrict the supply so they can name their own price. And they have the monopoly, and the only thing they worry about is like new mines opening up in different places, which they usually end up buying. But like the De Beers Diamond Company, they control all the diamonds. Apparently, like before the 1930s, diamonds were like a fucking treated as like a common like gem.
Mm.
But basically, they created the marketing in the 1930s, like, oh, you need to spend 2 months'
Diamonds
salary,
are a girl's best friend.
right? And you need to at least spend 2 months' salary on diamonds, and so they're just
He who
scumbags.
controls the spice controls the universe.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
yeah, they're kind of a fucked up little situation over there.
De Beers,
Yeah,
which is Spanish for of beers.
beers.
I like it.
It's hot. What do you say, George? You need another?
Our EP has disappeared.
Yep.
We made our EP disappear. I like this lime flavor. You guys don't like it?
I
think
fuck
it's
with
good.
it. I just like black cherry the most.
What about black velvet? Black velvet, a little Mars man. The song or the beverage? What is that? Like a scummy whiskey?
Yeah, I think so. It's pretty scummy whiskey.
Okay.
Comes in like a plastic bottle.
Really? I like that. Shatterproof.
Right. It,
You know?
it makes sense when you're pounding that many bottles of whiskey.
Have you ever dropped a glass 40? It sucks.
Yeah. Nah, no, I don't think I have actually.
I have.
Because Edward 40 hands. We should do it sometime.
Yeah. I wish we could do it on the podcast, but where would our mic? You'd have to like tape the mic, right?
I gotta buy mic stands. I need one for her mic, anyways.
Yeah. In that case, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever played?
No,
Okay.
I've done wizard staffs, but
Oh,
never
fuck yeah.
Edward 40 hands.
Yeah, because there's different rules to it.
Nothing, folks.
Mike Evans claims, I don't know how true this is, because it'd be pretty dangerous, that when him and his buddies used to play it, I don't know if it was in the Coast Guard or at college or whatever, but they would open up the they would tape them to their hands, and they would open them up by smashing the tops off. But I don't think that's true.
Get fucking glass in your.
Yeah, and then I heard that, and then like when you finish, you had to like smash them together. And that was how you got it on. I don't believe that. That's very dangerous.
Oh my God, embarrassing.
He's actually pooping.
Fratted.
And then I've heard some people say like, oh, like you gotta twist the cap off with your teeth. And I'm like, that's stupid.
I've always I've been around people that have done it, and you just open them up, and then someone tapes them to your hands.
Just take the top off.
The fun isn't in the fucking opening and the smashing. It's can you drink it without pissing yourself?
Yeah.
Or puking.
Well, and too, there's people who play it like you can piss, but you just gotta like do it with the shit. So you wear mesh shorts or sweatpants.
So you can pull your crank out easily with the bottle. Just get your crank out and just...
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely down to play, but I don't even, like... I haven't seen a 40 in years. Where do they still sell 40s?
Not every gas station. I know, like, the one down... I think the Dunkin' Donuts... What is that?
On State Street?
Yes.
Speedway? Yeah. They have 40s?
I think so, but, you know,
the
I haven't looked for
stores of Speedway. Fuck Speedway. I hate them.
Me too.
Their beer cave. That's such bullshit.
How's it a cave? It's a fucking...
They got lazy. It's just that's where like the beer guy goes and he puts the shit on, because it used to be the workers that have to put it on the little rack or whatever. It's like you're doing their job and they have less beer than they used to. Like they took over every gas station in town and made it worse. Like Safeway is worse than Express Mart, and they raised all the prices. But I still fuck with that because it's the closest place to where I live in an undisclosed location.
That's why I fuck with Fast Track, because it's closest to me.
If you're talking gas stations around here, Burn Dairy is just...
That is pretty good.
Bar none. Like their food, their sandwiches. You fuck with their sandwiches?
Yeah, I do.
Dude, phenomenal. Their food is phenomenal.
I remember when I was in college, that was the thing that was the place to get your coffee. You buy that mug and then you pay like freaking nothing for coffee.
Oh, yeah.
That was like the big thing to do.
Yeah. But now, like, shit, where do you go get your coffee now? They got Simple Roast, Octane Social Club, Crow City Roasters, fucking Burn Dairy, Safeway.
I could go on forever, baby.
Like, where do you go?
Dunkin' Donuts, because it's on the way.
Dunkin' Donuts. Like, what the fuck?
Too many fucking options.
I haven't bought coffee like that in a long time, though. I make my shit at home. I'm just down to 2 cups. I don't know. It is what it is.
It is.
I could feel myself kind of getting, like, addicted to coffee. I was drinking, like, 4 or 5 cups. And I'm like, you know what?
You don't feel anything.
Yeah, and it's like, this is wasting. Like, I was spending, like, an hour and a half to 2 hours of my morning just sitting there pounding fucking brew. Yeah, I could be doing other things.
Right.
Like watching The View or listening to NPR.
I just wanted to point out this deck again.
It's
very sick.
That's a sick, hard deck.
Sick, pleasant.
I like how you kind of move some stuff around. You got Ozzy right there.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, you kind of made some space. Did you get rid of some stuff?
No, I just moved that other Zach picture behind you. Because
Okay.
when we film, sometimes you see the whole view, and I figure we'll just fuck with some shit.
I gotta look at that zine.
Yeah. Go
I
ahead
still
and
haven't
take
got
it.
a chance to look at it.
It's half yours, dude.
Okay, so we gotta cut it in half.
Yeah.
Like King Solomon and the baby.
What do you say, Joe? We've been going for an hour and 18.
Yeah. This is a pretty good solo pud. You know, it's a Sunday night.
We're Sunday night. It's Sunday night, folks. We record on the weekends or weeknights whenever we can fit it in, whenever we can get it in.
That's what she said.
Exactly. You got to get it in when you can get it in.
Get in where you fit in.
We got a lot of people on the books for the future. Very excited. The shit's growing like my pud.
Yeah, my pud is growing as we speak.
Yeah.
You have any final words, final shout outs?
I'm good.
I want to give a shout out to Divine Machine Tattoo. This is a 3X shirt.
Looking good,
And
fitting good. Oh, I'll shout them out.
I'm gonna bring back the baggy tees. I think I'm usually a 2X guy, but DMT is also the drug.
We fuck with that shop heavily. Bunch
Yeah.
of cool ass, hard ass dudes that are heavily tatted. Like
George,
us.
do you have any final words? Nah, man, I'm good.
I'm cool.
All right, y'all. Peace.